Today, I've come up here to Impact Challenger Arena in Bangkok, Thailand for the Cars and Coffee. It's only 7:30 in the morning, but there must be at least 400 or 500 cars here already and many more rolling in. So let's go walk around and take a look at this crazy automotive display. This event started at 7 in the morning and now it's actually closer to 8. As you can see, there's still a huge stream of cars rolling in here. This event is jam-packed, and it's not just the cars here outside on this small lot. The whole inside of the garage first floor and some of the second deck is just packed. I'm excited. We're gonna walk around. We're gonna see some really cool stuff today. One of the best things about Thai car and coffee meets in general is that everything is welcome. You'll see everything from American hot rods all the way up to the Honda JDM imports, as well as supercars. That's the thing I love about car culture and car people in general. You know, they bring all sorts of stuff, they can appreciate everything, and even though you might not speak the language, if you love cars, somebody else loves cars, you've got something in common. For me, one of the coolest things to see is cars that I did not see in America because we never got them, like these little two-door Mitsubishi Mirage models. They're probably like a 1.6 liter overhead cam, 4-cylinder engine, and these little hatchbacks look really wild. Not sure if they're all-wheel drive, but man, these are really cool little cars. Thai people love their anime as much as the Japanese, and we've got a little, looks like a Honda Fit or maybe a Jazz over here, along with a Civic in full livery. These things are pretty wild. I'm not sure it's something that I would drive with this kind of bright color, but a lot of people love them. I've literally only been here for about 10-15 minutes, and my mind is already blown with the variety of cars. Like this little Daihatsu Atrai Cruise. Never seen one of these in the States. I love the colors. It reminds me of like the yellow Range Rover, Land Rover Discoveries in the Camel trophy runs. Really magnificent little K car. Got a nice little row of some Nissan Bluebirds. This is really cool. Stuff definitely never got to see in the US. Guys, like I'm telling you, this is gonna be a wild event. There's so much stuff to see here. I'm so excited. I'm gonna try to show you as much as I can and explain to you what it is, if I know it. Obviously, I don't know all of these cars, but a fair amount of them I am familiar with. And you gotta check this out over here. Quite the dichotomy. We've got this silver Hilux that's raised up, this 4x4, and then this slam two-door Hilux. I mean, seeing these two vehicles side by side is really interesting to see the difference between the slammed one and the raised one. Okay, now going from these two Toyota trucks, we come over here to this little Austin A40 that's kind of set up like a rally car. This is very cool. The colors are very reminiscent of the Mini Cooper Monte Carlo Rally winning 1275cc car. And this spare tire on the back, not really sure what's going on here, but this is a British car built, I believe, in right around 1963, 64, in the mid-60s. We're not even through about 10% of the cars yet. There's a whole line of cars going up to the upper deck. There is 3 rows of cars here. And when I pulled in the garage, I could see that there was at least another 200 cars or so. The trick is to cover all the outside areas first before it gets ridiculously hot. Then we can head inside into the covered parts and see what's in there. This BMW E30 318IS is ridiculously clean. I love the fact that it's mostly stock. It's got the BBS mesh wheels, and it's, like I said, just super clean, two-door design. This is one of the classic BMW designs from the mid to late 1980s. The more I walk, the more I realize just how many cars there are here. My initial estimate was probably 300 or 400, but right now I'm gonna guess that there is closer to about 800 to 1,000 cars here. It's just jammed, and we're still just on the first level. We haven't even made it up to the second outdoor level. So yeah, guys, this is blowing my mind. So much cool stuff. I wanna pick a favorite, but right now I wanna say all of them. Really loving this MGB GT. This is probably going to be a 66 or 67, and unlike the convertibles, this is a fastback. And it's actually interesting how well these two cars go together. Again, this is the MGB GT. This over here is a BMW, either a 1600 or a 2002 Touring. And the Touring basically was a slant back. It wasn't a regular notchback with a trunk. These are quite rare. Don't see many of these anymore. And these were produced in the mid 60s all the way up to about 72, 73. Very iconic design from BMW. You know, guys, there's something about these little Daihatsu Miura trucks that I just find so amazingly cute. They're small and it's kind of got a little utility bed. I don't know what I would do with one of these, but for Bangkok, this would be a perfect little grocery getter, drive around car. I'm guessing this is the K car size engine, so it's a 660cc turbocharged 3-cylinder. Maybe if you add a little bit more power to it, this thing would be a riot. Although it doesn't weigh much, so you would have to be really careful. We've got a Pandem wide body kit E30 BMW 3 Series here with a twin cam 4-cylinder, probably out of a Toyota. But look at this, this thing is blown out on the sides. It's definitely flossing the rim tuck, and the camber angle is insane. This, to me, this is badass. This is Toyota Corolla, and it's definitely got that 90s supercar series look to it. I love this thing. I don't know why, but something about sedans that I love. They're definitely cheaper than 2-doors. Most people prefer the coupes. I love sedans. But wait, it's not just one, there's more of them here. Here is another one that is white and blue, and the colors on this thing, again, these also pop. This is a 4-wheel drive version. I'm not sure if this is also a Corolla, but beautiful colors on this car here. Oh yeah, that sounds awesome. If you watched any of my other automotive videos, you'll know that I love BMWs. This is a BMW 3 Series model designation E21, made between 1976 and 1983. This is an earlier model, and it's really phenomenal. The color of it, the Recaro interior, everything about this car to me is just perfect. I see something over here that's ridiculously wild. Check this out. We have got two wide-body German sedans. We've got an E36 BMW 3 Series over here, yellow with these black fender flares, slammed to the ground, looking really, really menacing. And then next to it, we have the Mercedes, set up almost in a very similar fashion, very much a DTM style with a full roll cage. Everything on this car, man, these two cars are just wild. At this point, I'm lost. I'm not sure whether I should go up that ramp, if I should go up that ramp, or if we should go inside there. And I gotta speed things up, otherwise we're gonna be here for like 3 days, because I literally wanna look at every single car here. I might have said that car back there was floss and rim tuck, but you gotta check out this Civic. This is beyond flossing the rim tuck. I don't think I could get a piece of paper between the rim and the fender, and the camber angle on this thing, I don't know how many degrees of camber it has, but I would say 10, 12, maybe 15. Absolute insanity on this Civic. Thousands of people here. It's ridiculously packed. This is by far the largest Cars and Coffee I have ever been anywhere in the world. And there is a small but very interesting contingent of motorbikes here. Love this flat black Honda Cub here, really cool. We've got another Honda Motocampo. This goes into the back of a Honda City Turbo. As I've mentioned before, the seat fold flats, the handlebars go under the seat, and this fits in the back of the little City Turbo. Just really some cool custom work here. We've got a Bosuzoku bike back here, and okay. I'm nerding out way too much. Let's continue on. Here's a couple of NA Miatas, guys. Here is one, here's another one. Love these cars. I've had about 6 or 7 of them. This is the owner, Chip, and this is his car. How long have you owned it?
Like a month.
Just a month? You just bought it?
Yeah, I just bought it, yeah.
And these cars are incredibly hard to find here, and they're very rare and expensive.
Right,
but
right.
I love this car. What's your favorite thing about the Miata?
Just the way it handles, really. Like, the way it corners, it's amazing, It grips crazy.
Yeah, they're wonderful little cars. Really nice talking to Chip about this Miata. As I've probably mentioned before, I've owned about 7 of them in the US. You guys have to keep in mind that here in Thailand, the Mazda NA Miatas are worth about 800,000. Yes, it's expensive. They're worth about 800,000 to 1.4 million baht, which is approximately $30,000 to $35,000. Just kind of getting started on the upper deck here, and I think I found my favorite car of the show. It would be this Mercedes DTM style sedan. The fender flares on this thing are insane. It's got semi-slick tires on it. These wheels are just a perfect match. Even the whole interior is completely gutted. There's just one 3 Crowns racing seat. It's got a detachable steering wheel. But guys, this body style with this package on it, this kit, to me this is like perfection. And although I'm not a giant fan of yellow, on this car, it just looks right and pops so crazy. Here is a McLaren 600 LT. This in this rainbow changing color. What do you guys think? Do you like these rainbow changing colors? Let me know. Yeah, I'm going to be here for a week trying to look at everything and make this video for you guys. You guys, let me know if you enjoy my automotive videos. They don't do well on my channel as far as popularity compared to my other videos, but I have loved cars since I was a little kid, and I will continue making them, and I hope that you do enjoy them. Crazy clean Beetle over here, late 60s. Maybe 1970, 71. And another vehicle you don't see often in Thailand is the Jeep Cherokee. And in this military olive dark green, it looks great. This Mark I Ford Escort is really sublime. Don't see many here in Thailand at all, or anywhere in the world at this point. They are completely hard to find anywhere because they're older cars, they're getting rusty, and this one is just so sublime in this yellow color. I'm not even sure what it's called, but one of my favorite cars. Eventually became one of the most successful rally cars during the 1960s and 70s. We've got another one of these Daihatsu step-through vans. These are really unique. It's got a full door and, well, you can step right through it. That's why it's called a step-through van, mainly used for deliveries. I love this van. It is just so cool. It's a little Daihatsu step-through van, K-size class, 660cc, 3-cylinder turbo. Swaimak, thank you. Honestly, it's just stuff like that that really makes me smile. Some of these vans, they're just so cute. And here's a whole nother row of Toyota Hi-Ace vans. These are very popular here, both for transportation, as ambulances, as well as cargo carriers. This event runs from 7 a.m. till 11 a.m. And I see some people are starting to leave, but there is a whole nother haul of cars here, and I haven't even started to look here. Don't forget, we still have a huge indoor section to go and check out. This Honda Civic is absolutely insane. I mean, it's got its crazy camera rig set up on the front so they could record on the track, completely gyroed, stabilized. We've got a hood exhaust right there. And, well, this whole car just sits menacingly crazy. Again, wide body, slammed. It's got stripped interior, 2 carbon fiber seats, and this thing must be a track monster. I literally want every single car at this Cars and Coffee. This is by far the largest event I have ever seen here in Thailand, and like I said, largest Cars and Coffee event I've ever been anywhere in the world. Is there any car that you've liked in this video so far? Let me know in the comments below. This is the second time I've seen that. I believe it's a Toronado at a car show, and I always miss it just as it's leaving. The lowrider culture is alive and well here in Thailand. Look at this gorgeous black Impala. Even this kid, he is loving this car. The owner's getting a photo of the kid in his car. But man, this is just such a cool selection of vehicles. This Mercedes Evo 190 16, I mean, guys, again, DTM style because of the fenders, the setup, and DTM was the German touring car series. These cars are just really, really cool. I mean, I love the fact that it's gray, it's very subtle. I don't know if this is an original Evo or if this is a reproduction, but I would take this in a heartbeat. One of my all-time favorite vehicles would be this Range Rover. Made by Land Rover starting in 1972, it was in production up until the mid-90s. Originally built as a two-door, it eventually morphed into a four-door in the late 1970s. Having owned 5 different four-door versions in the US, I can honestly say this was one of my most favorite cars, but also one of the least reliable. I literally want to stop and tell you about every single car, like this early Toyota Corolla from the early 70s, this all-track Toyota Corolla, and we've got this Riviera, but I can't. We'll be here all day, so let's continue on down this road. Now we're getting into some of the older sports cars. Here is an early 911. This is from the mid-1960s, and this is a 911T, which was the upgraded version. Here we have a Ferrari 308, and this is the GTB version, which does not have the removable roof. You might have seen Magnum PI. This was a very popular car in that show. Continue on, we have a Porsche 356, and then we have another 911, might be an early turbo in this crazy light blue color, and it looks like the rest of these are Porsches. So we're gonna go and check those out as well. Definitely entered the Porsche zone, and here we've got several RWBs, it looks like 4 of them. These are all custom built models and very rare. I mean, obviously all hand built. The man flies out, he will build it in your country for you, and very expensive, very exclusive. Let's go down and take a look what's in the underground parking. I finally found something I've been wanting to show you guys for a long time. It is this Nissan twin cam. Not sure what model this is, but this is one of the strangest looking vehicles I have seen here in Thailand. You see them once in a while, and well, the design is interesting to say the least, but I find them very unique. And there's just not one of them, there's 2 other ones. If you know the name of this vehicle, I'm not really sure what model Nissan this is, but I find them very bizarre and beautiful all at the same time. It's now 10 o'clock, and as you can see, the slot where we started is mostly empty because of the heat. Now, one of the only places left is inside, and I'm not sure how many cars are still in here, but let's go and take a look. There's still quite a few things in here. Here we have a beautifully restored Volkswagen Carmen Ghia convertible that is actually for sale. Don't think I see a price tag on it, but here's another Mercedes 190E. This is the 1.8 liter. This is not the Evolution model, but this is a beautiful car. Definitely something oh yeah! Listen to that puppy roar. This is a Land Rover 90-inch wheelbase. So it's Land Rover 90 because of the 90-inch wheelbase. Pretty self-explanatory. And like some of you may or may not know, this is what's referred to as a safari roof. There are air vents in there, but it keeps the rain out, and that way you have airflow when you're driving. Love this RX-7. Oh, this is a beautiful FD. Look at this clean engine bay, titanium intake runners. Wow. And what really makes this unique is the fact that it has like an RX-3 or RX-2 front end. Obviously, the FD RX-7 has a sloped nose with pop-up headlights, but this, I love this. I've seen this car before, and it is one of my favorite RX-7s here in the country of Thailand. Check out my other videos. Please don't forget to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.